I just want to welcome you guys. We got a couple things to do before we get started here. The first thing, what we try to do before we start all the ceremonies is all of our current Hall of Fame members that are in attendance tonight, please stand up and be recognized. So those of you who are in the Hall of Fame, please stand up and be recognized. Next up, the Hall of Fame Committee. They meet 4 times a year. They do a tremendous job. I'm fortunate enough just to kind of ride along the coattails and get credit where I don't necessarily deserve. But they do a lot of great work, and they make sure that this is a great event every year. So those of you that are on the Hall of Fame, serve on the Hall of Fame Committee, please stand up so you can be recognized. And then the next thing we have to talk about, and sorry, I'm scripted a little bit, but I'm not too scripted tonight, so I have a little bit of ad-lib here. But this one's a script, so I have to make sure I get it right. So the Hall of Fame Board thanks the following for their financial or in-kind support. Anthony's Flowers, ESM Good Works, Fleetwood, Athey, McBath, and McCown. I always called it FAM&M. I didn't even know that's what it was, so I should have said FAM&M. Sorry, Craig. I don't think Craig's here. So, Jacqueline Jablecki Photography and Design, and the Athey Athletic Fund. And then special thanks go out to Nina Flegel, the Washington College Alumni Relations, Suzanne Kelly, who's my administrative assistant, who does a tremendous job. Carol Landis, the Washington College women's soccer team, who actually set up this room for us this evening, and they had a great win today over F&M. So. Kayla Young, and then last but not least, she serves on the Hall of Fame committee, but Eleanor Shriver McGee has done a tremendous job this year. So the next part of this evening, it's my pleasure to introduce our new president. President Kurt Landgraf is going to give us our welcome this evening.
So it's great to be in a room with all you jocks here. It's fantastic, okay? Just makes me feel healthier. You all look great. So, I am really excited to be here. Excited to be at the college. I've only been here 5.5 months, but it's a fabulous place. It's got phenomenal people. And Thad, you were one of them. You're a terrific person. So, few colleges can look back at their history. We started our athletic program right after the Civil War. So there are very few colleges that can, everybody knows about George Washington and starting the college and all that, but I found out something real interesting the other night. We had a speaker in here, and they were talking about the fact that George Washington started the college with 40 guineas, which most people have heard that story. He added to it by pointing out that George Washington then expensed that to the Continental Congress. So that makes us the first federally supported and funded college in America. So this is the 37th induction of our class of our Hall of Fame. And the individuals honored tonight join an unbelievable group of people and student athletes and coaches who have contributed to our athletics history. Now, I too want to thank the Hall of Fame board for volunteering their time to choose the inductees for tonight's event. So while we celebrate our past, we're excited about the future of our athletic department, including our newest varsity sport, which is trap and skeet. Now, you'll have to explain what that is to me, Thad, but I think I know. But this will be elevated to varsity status next fall. So I want to especially congratulate inductees and the members of our honored team, which is the 2013 softball team. So the other final thing I want to say, I think this has really worked well, this change that we've made, where we're doing this event in conjunction with having our alumni athletics weekend here and the golf outing and the spring sport alumni. This is a really good idea to put it all together so we get as many people as possible. So I'm thrilled to be here. I'm glad to see all of you here. I'm looking forward to the evening. Thank you very much for inviting me to come. and enjoy your dinner and enjoy the ceremony. Thank you very much.
Next up, we're going to have two student athletes come here with their remarks. We're going to have Madison Arca and Sam Clow.
Good evening. Thank you all for being here tonight. My name is Sam Cloud. I'm a senior here on the lacrosse team. Madison is not here, so I'll be reading her part as well. To tonight's inductees and honorees, as well as your past teammates and coaches and families and friends, we would like to welcome you back on behalf of all current Washington College student athletes. One of the great things about being a student athlete at Washington College is appreciating the long and storied history of athletics at the college. We also appreciate the lifelong bonds Washington College student athlete alums have with our institution. As current student athletes ourselves, we aspire to the greatness of those who have come before us, both on and off the field as students and in our lives ahead. Thank you for your contributions to our athletic successes and your continued support as alumni. We hope our inductees and honor team enjoy every moment of this special evening. Congratulations, you've certainly earned it. The achievements of those we've honored tonight are truly special. The stories and reflections they have shared with us this evening are more meaningful. We are confident we will look back on our time at Washington College with the same pride you have. We'd like to once again offer our congratulations to the Washington College Hall of Fame class of 2017. May you continue to have success in your personal and professional lives, and you will always be a shoreman and shorewoman. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Next, we have the chair of the alumni board, Aryan Ravmas.
Thank you, Thad. Can you coach Kurt on that a little bit? Inside joke, I guess. Good evening. It truly is an honor for me as alumni board chair to bring greetings and congratulations on behalf of the alumni board, alumni relations, and the entire Washington College Alumni Association. Not only are tonight's inductees exceptional athletes and leaders, you are part of a very special family, the Washington College family. And this family is exceptionally proud of your accomplishments on and off the playing fields. Only 8 years before my graduation in 1989, the Washington College Athletic Hall of Fame inducted the first class of exceptional individuals. Individuals such as Dutch Dumschott, Doris Bell, William Nicholson, and several others. Like all of you being honored this evening, the first inductees were selected to help us preserve Washington College's athletic history and to honor exceptional excellence within each of our sports. For 36 years, the purpose has never changed. Each of you in the Hall of Fame class of 2017 made a real impact in your sport, just like those who preceded you. You gave us memories of excitement, great pride, and well, sometimes tears. And I can tell a story about getting lost going to F&M for some basketball game, but I'm not going to talk about that. We thank you for all of those, and we are pleased to celebrate with you this evening. Looking over all of you, I am reminded of everything that is great about Washington College: loyalty, passion, and sense of purpose. These are characteristics that not only reside in the heart of every great athlete, but in the heart of every great Washington College alumnus. Again, my heartfelt congratulations. All of you make your alma mater very proud.
Thank you, Aryan. Next up to deliver our invocation, Eleanor Shriver McGee, class of 93.
We are thankful for this day that you have given us, for its blessings, its opportunities, its challenges, and for all of the inductees and softball team being honored tonight, and for those of us in attendance tonight to celebrate their accomplishments. May we appreciate those who helped make tonight possible, as well as those who prepared the food we will enjoy. We pray for the strength and success on, in, and off the field, water, and court for our current student athletes and coaches representing Washington College this year. May we always feel the greatest sense of pride for all aspects of Washington College athletics, past, present, and future. Amen.
Thank you, Eleanor. At this time, you'll be called up to the buffet line, so just please wait for your table to be called. Softball will be going last. But no, our staff will sit there, name the tables, and you just please go up the buffet after that. Thank you. Okay, so again, welcome. We're going to start our ceremony, our induction ceremony. Unfortunately, tonight, two of our inductees cannot make it. The first one, George Atterbury, who was a men's lacrosse player. He came in, he flew in to Philadelphia yesterday, and as soon as he got off the plane, he got a phone call. He had a medical emergency, family medical emergency back home, so he cannot attend. So if you can, just kind of keep him and his families in your thoughts. So hopefully we will induct him next year. And then the next one who cannot make it here this year, she was nominated and entered last year. She wasn't able to make it, and what the policy typically is if you can't make it the first year, we extended it again for the following year, and unfortunately she can't make it again this year. So we're going to go ahead and induct Nico Browder, class of 2004 this year, and I'm going to go ahead and read the citation, and then we'll get on to the citations and the inductees that are actually here present. So Nico Browder, class of 2004. Nico enjoyed a truly outstanding tennis career at Washington College, proving to be one of the program's best ever players at the top of the lineup throughout her 4 years. Nico played at the #1 single spot all 4 years for the Shore women and played nearly all of her career at the #1 double spot as well. Her freshman campaign saw her run up a singles record of 13-6 and a doubles mark of 21-1. The following season, she went 19-5 in singles and 19-2 in doubles. As a junior in 2003, she posted an 18-5 singles record and a 20-3 doubles mark. Her senior season saw a total of 44 victories as she went 19-5 in singles and 25-5 in doubles, giving her career mark of 69-21 in singles and 87-11 in doubles for an overall winning percentage of 82.9. Playing with her partner and fellow 2017 Washington College Hall of Fame inductee Shoko Nakamura, Nico was a 3-time Centennial Conference doubles champion and a 3-time NCAA Division III doubles tournament qualifier, earning All-American status in doubles in 2002. She also qualified for the NCAA Division III singles tournament in 2004 and was a 4-time All-Centennial Conference first-team selection in both singles and doubles. She was named the college's co-female winner of the Senior Athletic Award in 2004. With Nico on the team, the Shore women went 40-21 in dual matches, including a 14-3 record in 2002. Those 2002 Shore women won a share of the Centennial Conference Championship. Washington College considers it an honor and a privilege to induct Nico Browder into its Athletic Hall of Fame on this 14th day of October 2017. Timothy J. Hart, class of 1979. Tim Hart's storied career as a goalie for the Washington College men's lacrosse team began with one of the team's most legendary victories and concluded with back-to-back All-American awards. In the third game of Tim's freshman season, he came off the bench late in the fourth quarter following a penalty against fellow Washington College Hall of Fame goalie Clint Evans. Tim helped preserve what was a 1-goal lead and what eventually turned into a 13-11 win for the Shoremen over Johns Hopkins. As a sophomore in 1977, Tim and Clint spent split time in goal, but it was Tim who set the tournament record by making 57 saves in the Shoremen's 3 games of the NCAA Division II-III tournament. The Shoremen advanced to that tournament's championship game. Tim's first full season as the full-time starter in the goal was 1978, and he made the most of it, racking up 173 saves against just 93 goals, allowed over the course of the season as the Shoremen advanced to the NCAA 2-3 semifinals. He was named to the All-American third team. Tim repeated as a third-team All-American as a senior, a season highlighted by a 34-save performance against Navy. He is awarded the college's Thomas Redder Spedding Medal. Following his collegiate career, Tim went on to play high-level club lacrosse for over a decade and then spent 12 seasons as an assistant coach at Loyola Blakefield High School. Washington College considers it an honor and a privilege to induct Timothy J. Hart into its Athletic Hall of Fame on this 14th day of October 2017.
All right. I'd like to begin with a thank you to Tad very much. Thank you, the Washington College Athletic Department, my family and friends for joining us here, and Susan Kelly for all the hard work that she did in organizing this wonderful event. I'd like to thank our selection committee for their time and commitment. I know it's not an easy job. It's truly an honor to be part of the Washington College Athletic Hall of Fame. I'm very proud to be a Washington College alum and have some of the most memorable experiences at such a great school and community. I'm going to go back on some of those experiences, I think, here. Some of the more memorable experiences as a WC lacrosse player, one thing I'd like to reflect on is one thing I learned here was hard work does pay off. I came to WC as a slightly oversized left-handed goalie who could play pretty good position, but was a little slower than most outside the goal. And then along came a kind of skinny, hyper guy who everybody called Ears. Does everybody know what I'm talking about? I'm referring to Brian Matthews, who saw my potential and decided to challenge me to become the best possible player I could be. Many a spring afternoons I spent running up and down the hills surrounding Kibler Field, followed by a quick tour of the back loop, making sure I was plenty loose before I got warm-ups. Then the fun would begin, with Coach Matthews showing off his mad midfielder skills and firing shots with no mercy for at least 30 minutes. Then there was the extra goalie practice that would take place on Sunday mornings. I had no other choice but to become a really good goalie or just forget going out Saturday night. Coach Matthews was determined to improve the goalie play at WC, and I was determined to do my best to meet his challenge. Then there was my next lesson: watch and learn. This was taught every day at practice. I was playing against attackmen who were hitting corners while running at full speed behind their back. Our team had midfielders who could shake their defender with 2 quick steps and shoot sidearm off the hip. The talent level on offense was off the charts at Washington College. And they enjoyed pushing the envelope, creating new ways to score. At any given practice, I could be facing 5 All-Americans on the same field. Eventually, I was able to keep up with the ball movement and the shooting skills. The everyday barrage of hard rubber balls and encouraging comments fired in my direction helped me be prepared for game day, regardless of who we were playing. I was very fortunate to be at Washington College when there was so much talent, always ready to teach the new kid in the goal. Then there was my favorite learning experience. As Thad mentioned earlier, this was earlier on in my career. In fact, it was the 3rd game of the 1976 season, my freshman year. What I learned was anything is possible. The day was March 30th, a rather cool and breezy overcast Tuesday afternoon. Washington College was to square off against Johns Hopkins University for the 17th time in the school history. Aside from all the crazy antics that took place that day, I'll never forget calling my dad from the payphone on the 2nd floor of Somerset Hall and briefing him about the events that just occurred and telling him, "Hey, Dad, we just beat Johns Hopkins." This is as good a time as ever to thank him for all his sacrifices. to thank him for all his sacrifices that allowed me to be part of such a wonderful community and have the experiences that I did and meet so many great people for lifelong friends. Thank you, Ed.
Seth Brian Morgan, class of 2002. After transferring to Washington College for his sophomore year, Seth put together the kind of collegiate tennis career at the school in 3 years that most players can only dream of accomplishing in 4. Morgan's first major accolade came just months after enrolling at the college as he won the 1999 Rolex Regional Doubles Championship, a feat he would repeat 2 years later. He played first doubles, a spot he would remain in during his time at Washington College, and third singles as a sophomore, piling up a 22-3 singles mark and an 18-8 doubles record. He moved up to the number 2 singles as a junior, putting together a 22-2 singles record and a 22-4 doubles mark, including a perfect 18-0 record at number 1 doubles and dual matches. He capped off his career with a 12-7 singles record and a 17-9 doubles record as a senior, giving him career records of 56-12 in singles and 57-21 in doubles at Washington College. Morgan qualified for the NCAA Division III tournament in doubles all 3 seasons, earning All-American honors each time. He was also named to the All-Centennial Conference first team for both singles and doubles all 3 years and won the 2000 Centennial Conference Double Championship. He won the college's Thomas Redder Spedding Medal as a senior. During Seth's 3 years on the team, the Shoremen never lost a Centennial Conference match, winning 3 straight Centennial Conference championships and qualified for the NCAA Division III tournament each season. The team posted a 68-12 dual match record during his career. Washington College considers it an honor and a privilege to induct Seth Brian Morgan into its Athletic Hall of Fame on this 14th day of October 2017.
Thanks, Dad. Obviously, I'd like to start by giving thanks to the committee for recognizing me and what my teammates accomplished during our time here at Washington College. I'd like to give special thanks to Matt Rose, John Moreland, and Larry Gross. Without these 3 men, there's no telling where I'd be right now. I would like to take a second and bring attention to past conversations between Matt and Larry saying how they saved me. It really means a lot to stand here tonight and say thanks and really mean it. There are a lot of directions I could have gone back then, and how I ended up here at Washington College cannot be summed up in 500 words, unfortunately. WAC was my 3rd college I attended. When people ask me what my experience was at WAC, it's always the same answer. It was the best decision I ever made. Before coming here, I couldn't say that a whole lot. Decisions weren't the best that I was good at. Which is kind of funny considering I never heard of WAC or Matt or anything about this part of the country before coming here. The first time anyone said anything to me about WAC was working at a summer camp in Haverford when the owner of the camp asked me how I liked WAC. I said I haven't started yet, but I was looking forward to it. It is then I learned about this day called May Day. And I thought I made the right choice, even if the tennis doesn't work out. So, but in all seriousness, my coming here and playing tennis gave me so much I could have never imagined. We had a lot of fun traveling and playing. I went places I would have never been able to go or see without tennis. We were very lucky to play on a national level. Some great trips: Boston, Florida, California, Memphis, Indianapolis, Texas. I'm very sorry we never won a national championship though, but there was a lot more taken from this time than just tennis. I was able to work in the Hamptons in the summertime, meeting and seeing some of the most interesting people in the world. It created a very different perspective and motivation that I needed. As thankful as I am to have been able to play tennis at WAC, I'm way more thankful for the opportunities it gave me after. WAC gave me the chance and time to see life a different and better way. And meet different people to mold me into a better person. While at WAC, I met people from all around the world. There's a song I like that says, "The man I was is not who I have to be." So thank you directly and indirectly to all the people in this room for creating an environment for someone like me to come through and be able to make a change in my life and others.
Shoko Nakamura, class of 2004. As an international student from Japan, Shoko walked onto the tennis team her freshman year at Washington College and went on to enjoy a remarkable 4-year career. Shoko played at the #2 singles her entire collegiate career and played #1 doubles for nearly all of her collegiate career. She put together a 69-23 career singles record and an incredible 78-12 career doubles mark for a combined 147-35 record at the college, good for a winning percentage of .808. While Shoko spent her collegiate career playing behind fellow 2017 Washington College Hall of Fame inductee Nico in the singles lineup, she was still named to the All-Centennial Conference first team in singles 2 times. Playing with Nico in doubles, Shoko qualified for the NCAA Division III doubles tournament 3 times, achieving All-American status in 2002. Shoko was a 3-time Centennial Conference doubles champion and was named to the All-Centennial Conference first team for doubles all 4 seasons. Before Shoko arrived in Chestertown, the Shore women had endured 4 consecutive losing seasons. During her 4-year career, the Shore women went 40-21 in dual matches. The high point of that run was the 2002 season when the team finished 14-3 and won a share of the Centennial Conference Championship. Also an outstanding student, Shoko was named to the Centennial Conference Academic Honor Roll 3 years in a row and was an ITA Scholar Athlete. Washington College considers it an honor and a privilege to induct Shoko Nakamura into the Athletic Hall of Fame on this 14th day of October 2017.
I'm really nervous. It is a great honor to be here today at Washington College to be inducted into the Washington College Athletic Hall of Fame. I would first like to thank the Hall of Fame committee as well as the Director of Athletics, Mr. Thad Moore, to even consider me as a candidate. I burned out with tennis in my 2nd year of high school after playing it for so long throughout my childhood. In my very first semester of college, I took tennis class so to make friends. As a student from Japan with limited English, tennis I thought was a good tool to, at that time to make friends so to improve my English skills. I had no intention to be a part of the women's tennis team at all. Then next thing I knew, I was invited to the women's tennis team practice, and I did not know how to say no to the invitation. I must have been tricked into the team by the coach at that time, Matt Rose, which turned out to be one of the best things I have ever done. Tennis became a large part of my college life. I began enjoying tennis more than ever. I wish my partner, Nico, was here today. We had such a different style of play, which made us a great duo. We complemented each other very well. I have so many wonderful memories with the tennis team, and I am very grateful today that I have few of my teammates, or actually Linda, was here today to be a part of the ceremony. And also thank you, Mr. Hook, to be here today. And Sue and Jim Order are my parents in Chestertown. Thank you so much for being here with me today to again take part in my major life event. Holly Bramble and Fred Wyman. And thank you so much for all the support throughout my 4 years of being a part of women's tennis team. You both were always there to support both women's and men's tennis team and be the biggest fans. Last but not least, my boyfriend Dan. Thank you for being here tonight with me to celebrate my accomplishment. Thank you.
Janet Studdiford Malcom, class of 2004. Janet was one of the most prolific offensive players in the history of Washington College women's lacrosse team. Janet ranks second in team history in career points with 262, third in career assists with 89, third in career draw controls with 153, and fourth in career goals with 173, and is tied for sixth in career ground balls with 173. Her 95 total points on 57 goals and 38 assists in 2003 stands as a school record for most points in a season. Her 11 total points on 8 goals and 3 assists in an ECAC Mid-Atlantic tournament win that same season tied the single-game school record. She scored at least 35 goals in each of her 4 seasons and recorded over 50 points and over 40 draw controls in each of her final 3 seasons. Janet's outstanding play helped the Shore women to an impressive 4-year run as they qualified for 3 consecutive Centennial Conference tournaments in 2001, 2002, and 2003. The Shore women advanced to the 2003 ECAC Mid-Atlantic Championship game and won a school record-tying 14 games that spring. Given her outstanding statistics and impressive team performance, it should come as no surprise that Janet received her share of individual awards. She was named to the All-Centennial Conference first teams in both 2003 and 2004 and was also named an ECAC All-Star both of those seasons. She was named an All-Metro Region second-team selection as a senior and was the co-female winner of the college's 2004 Thomas Redder Spedding Medal. Washington College considers it an honor and a privilege to induct Janet Studdiford Malcom into its Athletic Hall of Fame on this 14th day of October 2017.
I can't believe this day is finally here. I think I've been anxious since July. But what a special day and great honor. Congratulations to all of the inductees tonight. I feel lucky to be part of such a great group of athletes. I also want to thank the Washington College Hall of Fame Committee for giving me this opportunity. It's so wonderful to be back on campus. Brings back many great memories. I'm also very proud to say that I did not pull a muscle in the alumni game today. A few thank yous, as I could not have done this on my own. I would not be here today if it were not for my teammates and coaches. I cannot thank them enough for being here tonight to support me. It means so much. To my teammates, you are one of the reasons I had success on the field, whether it was a turnover, which brought the ball down the field, or a dreadful sprint. You were there to push me to be my best. We were family right away. To Eleanor and Susie, thank you. Your guidance and commitment to your teams did not go unnoticed. You taught me to be loyal, disciplined, and committed. Many qualities that I want to teach my kids as they enter the world of athletics. And finally, to my parents, who put up with not only myself, but my 4 other sisters at the same time. You were pulled in every direction with practices and games, but you managed to make it to almost everything, even with cookies and tow. You have always believed in me, and therefore I believed in myself. Thank you for teaching me the qualities I needed for success. Looking back at my 4 years at Washington College, I'm reminded how lucky I was. Not many of you know this, but I'm a triplet and the oldest of 3 girls. Growing up, we were always known as the triplets. We did everything together. We were very competitive, which led us to push each other to do our best or to have battles on the 3rd floor. Sorry, Mom and Dad. My triplet sisters went off to Lehigh, and I ventured out on my own. I remember my first day at Washington College getting dropped off by my parents. There was definitely anxiety and fear, but I soon realized Washington College was the right choice for me. It gave me the chance to be me. I grew as a person, and playing lacrosse was one of the best things I did. Last but not least, a final thank you to my husband, Jed, for being there for me and our 3 children. We are our own team now, carting our kids to practice and being coaches. I look forward to teaching our kids the qualities for success. According to Jed, I have big feet and I didn't run very fast on the lacrosse field. But just so you know, I can sure beat him in a good game of wiffle ball home run derby.
I know we're taping this, so do we have the 5-second delay on this one just to be safe? No. The 2013 Washington College softball team. I'm waiting to see that as well. So. Okay. The 2013 Washington College softball team season stands as the crowning moment of one of the most inspirational ascents to prominence for a varsity sport in college's history. Just 3 years earlier, the 2 student athletes who would go on to become co-captains of that 2013 team, Lindsay Glasscock and Shay Nottingham, finished their freshman campaign on a team with a 13-19 record. That was the Shore women's softball team's 5th consecutive losing record. Their only winning record since 1999 had come in 2005, their only Centennial Conference tournament appearance at that point. The 2011 and 2012 season saw breakthroughs for the team as the Shore women qualified for the Centennial Conference tournament in 2011, finishing with a 21-21 record, and then advanced all the way to the tournament's championship round the following year, finishing 21-20. Head coach Lacey Lister, who had taken over the program in the spring of 2009, was named the Centennial Conference's Coach of the Year in both of those seasons. The Shore women got off to a blistering start in 2013, winning 13 of their first 16 games. Still, they entered the Centennial Conference tournament as the 4th seed. The Shore women turned the tournament on its head by upsetting host and top seed at Muhlenberg in their first game of the tournament, and then defeated Haverford in the winner's bracket to advance to the championship round. After falling to Haverford in the tournament's 6th game, the Shore women posted a convincing 9-0 win over the Fords in the decisive winner-take-all 7th game to claim the Centennial Conference championship. It was the college's first ever Centennial Conference championship at any sport in 7 years and secured the team's first ever NCAA Division III tournament berth. The Shore women went on to play in the Ithaca Regional of the NCAA tournament, notching an extra inning win over Utica before ending the season with a record of 27-19. The program had never won more than 21 games in the season before. The Shore women's 20-woman roster featured 10 student athletes who would earn all Centennial Conference recognition at some point during their collegiate careers. Washington College considers it an honor and a privilege to recognize the 2013 Washington College softball team on this 14th day of October 2017.
If you couldn't tell already, they have a lot of personality, which is one of the many things that makes them special. Thank you, Thad. I'd like to take this opportunity to, on behalf of the 2013 Washington College softball team, to thank the Hall of Fame committee for honoring us this evening. I'd also like to take a moment to thank each one of you and your families for being here tonight and for all your support throughout the years, not just for the 2013 season. We certainly could not have done it without these wonderful people. Thank you for allowing myself and this group of wonderful young women the opportunity to reflect on such a memorable experience. The 2013 season was one for the books. Many records were rewritten that year, but most importantly, a new standard was set for Washington College softball. As I reflect back on that year, I don't think this team ever had any doubt that they were going to win the championship. It all became more real, though, after they upset Muhlenberg in the first round. Heading into the regional at Ithaca, I don't think anyone knew what to expect, but this team never doubted themselves, which is one of the things that made them so special. They had real grit and determination, and they were not afraid of anyone or anything. They certainly didn't lack confidence either. That presence was evident again today as we played our alumni game. They looked like they had never missed a beat, although I know tomorrow they might not be able to walk. It was so great watching you ladies again today, and it brought back a lot of wonderful memories, and I know your parents probably feel the same way. Team 13, thank you for your hard work and dedication. Thank you for raising the bar and taking us to the next level. You have set the precedents for all of those that are to follow behind you. I am proud to have served as your coach and to have been able to experience such an incredible journey with you. I hope each of you are as proud of your achievement as I am. Thank you again for honoring us this evening.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, a couple housekeeping items before I deliver the closing here. I think the first one, she's not going to be happy I'm going to say this, and I can't say where she actually played collegiate softball. But our head coach, Lacey Lister, was inducted to her college's Hall of Fame last weekend. She went to the same school as I did, but we can't say that tonight. After we're done, we ask that all the inductees and the softball team to meet over here so we can get some pictures taken afterwards. And I'm going to do my best to kind of close this evening off because I always look forward to this night. It's one of the special nights of the year, obviously, to bring everybody back. And one of the first things I did as an AD, I got together with the coaches and we kind of said, it's important to me that we have a promise. And there's a couple coaches here in the room, and hopefully they agree with me. That's one of the first things I said to do. I'm not going to put them on the spot because I can see both of them already kind of lowering down on their chairs, so I don't call on them to actually recite the promise. But we came up with a promise. And I said the same thing in the golf tournament, and this is kind of what we're striving towards, and we tell our student athletes. But basically the promise is the Washington College athletic family will provide each student athlete a first-class athletic experience, invaluable life lessons, and offer a lifetime of personal engagement. All right? And I think tonight, and I said the same thing in the golf tournament, there's a couple family and lifetime of personal engagement. That's what we're here for. All right? And that's what tonight's about. We talk about family. Well, this is your family. Okay? It's always going to be your family. Sometimes you have in-laws that you don't like to see every once in a while, but this is your family. Okay? So, unfortunately, I'm stuck with Claire for the rest of my life. So, and that's fine. Okay? That's fine. But this is it. This is what it is. And I think our promise to you is a lifetime of personal engagement. And we mean that. If you are not hearing from our head coaches, let us know. It's far too easy in this day and age to stay in contact. All right? So if Lacey's not doing a great job of it, let me know. Okay? But I didn't meet somebody. We had an alum just literally an hour and a half ago. I hadn't seen her probably, I'm not going to say how long, but it's been a few years. And I knew her brother when I was an undergrad student doing an internship at then Villa Julie College. And it still scares me that he is a father now. But and I was talking to her. It's so easy to keep in touch now. We want you guys to be involved in our athletic programs. We need you guys. We need you to be involved in our athletic programs. Why? Okay. And some people say it's all about the money. No, not for me. It's not. It's about what you guys can give back to our current student athletes. You guys have a network that we need to tap into so that our student athletes can thrive. And that's what we're trying to do. We have a strategic plan in place to build an exceptional and thriving athletic department. All right, we're going to do it. All right, I have no doubts about it. I presented it to the board. I told the board I'm all in. I asked them to be all in. Okay, there's a lot of great things happening here at the college. And thanks to our new president, Kurt, they're going to happen. All right, and it's not just with the athletic department, it's with the college as a whole. I've been here 18 years, and this is the most excited I've ever been with things around the campus, from top to bottom. Okay, so be involved, get involved. We want you around, we need you around, and we ask you and thank you for your support. So again, thank you all for coming here. I hope you guys had a great evening. It's kind of the culmination of a great weekend. We did this, President Landgraf kind of talked about it. This was kind of a dream of mine where we have a lot of things going on. My staff is probably killing me right now because it was very busy this weekend. I was actually scoring some volleyball games and running down the balls in the gym. That's fine, okay? We want to have events like this. We're going to have an event like this every fall. We're going to have an event in the spring where we bring all of our alums. The non-traditional seasons are going to have alumni games, and we'll also have a bunch of home varsity games. So we have events that you guys can come back. The family can come back together. So again, thank you guys for coming. I hope you had a great evening. I hope you guys have safe travels home. And the inductees and the softball team, please remain so we can get your pictures taken. Thank you.